It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his second year under center.
A throw on the move is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 2nd and 9. Stroud gonna set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Well, he's brought down. That pass is gonna pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really nice play recognition there by the defense. They sensed the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield, and that ball was going to be checked down. The moment that ball hit the running back's hands, there was nowhere to go.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, Mike, anytime decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes, and they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead just resulting in that turnover.
The Texans offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Patrick motioning here. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Patrick motioning here. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8, setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up the first down after a gain of 7. From the gun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Lions first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Now, Goff. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1, What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll manage only a couple. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll go play action with Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
That is hard! And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do?
And 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Williams in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end.
Number 87, Sam Laporta. He's on downs at the 12-yard. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure He got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On second down, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. The Lions all their first time out. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Henry TuoTuo.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 14-13.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Got a man open. It's Patrick. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Detroit.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Danielle Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On first down, it's Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 35, it's first and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
That's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. To throw is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. Second and 7. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. Out wide, it's Diggs. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
A second down throw for Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing on second down, Goff. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. Throwing here is Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now Stroud. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now he'll run it.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Texans.
To throw, it's Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Now Mixon, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. He'll try to run for it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick. But when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll get this out to his running back.
It's the pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Montgomery. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Goff to throw